best of the best right now. Shut up and hustle, you other rappers pipe down. I'm the best of the best right now. Shut up and hustle, you other rappers pipe down. You ain't check my resume? I'm the best thing poppin'. Put me on your podcast, I'ma be the main topic. Your whole city love you, your swag really rockin'. Gotta shut up and hustle. We ain't tryna hear no talking, nah. SirQuinton in the building, we doing this for the city. So if you need the latest new music, just get it with him. It's all love in the phone, and you know how this go. We the best of the best, we bout to bankroll. Get your cameras out and zoom in. You want the hottest in the city, tune in. So get your cameras out and zoom in. You want the hottest in the city, tune in. Got them angles for them haters, they watching already move. Got the Midwest legends, connections, and good food. Going viral on the gram, they tryna do what we do. We can only be one, we ain't never number two. They gon' pocket watch and copy.
The best entertainment presents your feature presentation. What up, Milwaukee?
Yo, what's going down? It's your boy SirQuinton from Best of the Best Entertainment, where we keep our eyes and our ears open for local, global, up-and-coming and established artists. Today, we got a special one, man. Like, this guy been rocking with me, man. We all over the planet with this, man. We bridging gaps from Milwaukee all the way over to the East Coast, man. Man, without further ado, man, we got who? Man, what up, man? Oh, man, you tried to match me with the glasses, man. My boy, man. So, yeah, man, this has been a long overdue podcast, man. And I had to get my boy on here, man, to explain exactly what it is that he got going on, man. You can see the logo in the background. The AandR, Best of the Best is on the AandR app. It's a lot of groundwork that's being put in, a lot of streaming work, digital work that's being put in, and I'm not gonna steal your thunder, man, but explain, tell everybody who you are, man, what you got going on.
Yo, that's what's up, man. Yo, before I do that, though, I want to give a shout out to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You've been doing your thing. You stay committed. You stay 10 toes down. You know what I'm saying? And yo, you what you supplying and making sure the culture is on point with what you do. So congratulations to you. Shout out to you. And you know what I'm saying? We here.
Okay, man. Now I appreciate that, man. Definitely, man. Yeah, man. So, man, you got a lot going on, man. I see the runways. I see the app. It's a lot of moving parts, man. I don't want to try to put it in a nutshell, man. So, you know, tell them exactly what it is that you got going on, man. Tell everybody what the AandR is if you was pitching it to like Netflix or something.
First of all, you know, a lot of people like, you know, cause it's been years, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, artists and repertoire. That's what the AandR is, artists and repertoire. And what it is that's a, you know, if you go back to some time when record labels was in motion heavily, you know what I'm saying? They was always known for their AandR divisions.
Yep.
Saying I knew a few guys that were AandRs up at Sony and a lot of different labels that was based in New York. And so, you know, so that at that time, you know what I'm saying, it highlighted to me because they were working with artists, they were working with people that weren't known. Some of them were known, you know, but they worked with people straightforward, like who signed the deal, but maybe they needed some work or maybe they needed that push to get them to that radio standpoint. And that's what A&Rs always did, right? So that stood out to me. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not here for the celebrities. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here for, you know, they already got their lane. They already established. The AandR is here for unsigned talent, for independent talent. You know what I'm saying? Whether you are a rapper, a singer, a actress, a model, a whatever you doing to get to where you need to go, the AandR is here for them to make sure they could get established. And not only that, it's a channel.
Yeah.
Saying it's a real TV channel.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that. So what made you choose the like going with the app or you know the network as opposed to going the YouTube route like everybody else has been going?
Well, what it is that, Roku has always been established. You know what I'm saying? It's always been an established company. It's even Roku was kind of there before some of the others that came along. You know what I mean? And what I understood is that Roku had a reach. And so what I did is I said, okay, this is a financial thing. I didn't even look at it like, I looked at it like, you know what? I'm going to put something on my back, not just for me, but for the artists that need that type of exposure. Right. So the A&R is a TV channel, literally, like it's real for all you artists out there, for all you people that's trying to do something talent wise, poetry, whatever you're trying to do. This is a real channel that's really out there or for people. It's just like any other channel you go to. You could go to the USA Network, you could go to BET. Here you could go to the A&R, and the A&R is pushed with Roku. So you could go to Roku, make sure you search and you type in the A&R, exactly how it sounds, how it's spelt, and tap in. You'll see the TV shows. You'll see this show on there. You'll see other shows on there. And basically it's there for the people. We ain't here for ourselves, man, because we got so much talent out there. People are way more talented than you ever thought. And I feel like, yo, this is a vehicle for them to ride out and do what they need to do.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate the reach out, and man, it's been a growth process, man. So what do you think is harder, getting people on the platform or getting people to recognize the platform?
Everything. It's a everything type of process. Like, obviously this is an independent move. And anytime you do an independent move, it's always going to have its challenges, and one of those challenges, just like you said, we try to run a campaign to wherein we get people on the show, we get talented people on the show, and at the same time, we run a campaign on getting the viewership up and pushing it out to the public. You know, and again, one of the things about, like, it's just, if you're an artist, right? A lot of people always say, what's your niche? Who are you selling music to?
Right.
Who are you? I feel like this is not just a young people type of network. This is a network but we are not discriminating against nobody. If you are 50 years old, you got a spot here at the A&R. If you are 70 years old and you got that type of spark, gotta have what the people want, though. I mean, yo, you got a spot here. So like you said, it's a challenge to wherein being something from the ground up. I mean, even labels out there, if labels need help in getting their artists some shine, that's what we're here for. And so, yes, it's a process. It's a all hands on deck type of thing, to wherein, yes, we also need people that's doing the shows, but we also need that love from the people out there who understand hip hop and love hip hop.
Correct. What makes the A&R app or station different from other support indie platforms?
Well, one of the things about this TV network is that, the person or the people or the board or whatever you want to call it helps by the angle of their intentions, right? So it matters who is making these moves, because at the end of the day, you got some people. Yeah, let's be real. You got some people that's interested in themselves more than they interested in the people that come to their business. And throughout history, if you're a hip hop head, you know what I mean, and no matter what state you're in, you understand how people in this business that sign other people sometimes make it about themselves. So, in other words, they sign people, and those people become props for them to shine more. And they go on, and then and then they go on, and then they don't need their peoples no more, and then they forget about them.
Yep.
So the people, the board, the person who is running a situation has to have a vision of, hey, look, this ain't about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up hip hop. Hip hop raised me. You know what I'm saying? When I was 17 years old, I started really, really dedicating myself to hip hop. And before that, I was doing music and all the other things and dramas, lights, and all of that different stuff. But I saw this thing called hip hop, and I fell in love with it. And I was like, this thing matters. You know what I'm saying? This thing matters. It matters because all of these KRS-Ones and all of these other people that came before us, look what they handed off to us. They handed off something dope. And what happened is the Irv Gottis and the Jay-Z's and the P. Diddy's, they ran with the football and they scored a touchdown with it. And what happened, when they scored, they opened up the fountains of financially. Then they opened it up and said, you know what? Okay, this is what you can, when you work hard and you got a work ethic and you can actually score.
Facts.
Like, it was people like me that was looking at these guys saying, "Oh, ish."
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because I kind of wanted to touch on your origin story, man. So we'll talk about that right after this commercial break. Y'all stay tuned. Yeah.
Welcome to SirQuinton Cinema, where the grind meets the big screen. We capture the hustle, the vision, the vibe. Lock in today. Call 414-378-9001. SirQuinton Cinema. Shut up and hustle.
Shut up and hustle.
Yo, thank y'all for still tuning in, man. We kicking it with the Black Caesar, the A&R, man, representative, you know what I'm saying? Ink, man, you feel what I'm saying? So yeah, let's touch a little bit on your pause, on your origin story. Like where are you from and what made you, because you was kind of touching on like you watching hip hop and you seeing the origin of hip hop and how it's been gifted to us. So what for one, it's a two-part question. Where are you from and what made you say, like, I got to build something that's bigger than me?
Well, when I was all right, let me really go back. I fell in love with music first at the age of 6 or 7 years old. And what happened was, as I started playing an instrument that I knew nothing about, it was the saxophone. And I had a teacher, God bless him. His name was Rick Feliciano. And he basically showed me what it was. Like, I never will. He really, like, watch it. See, let me just say this for people that's coming up and for the young ones out there. One of the best things you could do is just learn by watching. You don't have to if you watch and observe, that lesson, it'll soak in and it'll never leave you. So Rick Feliciano was a guy who played all different type of instruments. And so he said, what instrument do you want to play? And he gave the options. And I just said what couple of other people were saying. I didn't know. I was a kid. So I just said, okay, the alto saxophone. So he said, okay, alto saxophone. So what happened was...
And where is this at? Where are you from?
This is taking place in Long Island, New York.
Got it.
And so when I was a kid, I went to a school that was a private school, but it was a heavily music. Like, if you were to ask people now, like everybody would say they don't know it for school stuff. They know it for music.
Right.
So they let us do our thing. They let us grow in this thing called music. And these people, these teachers that I had from 5th grade to 12th grade, I mean, not 5th grade, from 1st grade to 12th grade, they let us do our thing, man. They knew how strong music was because that school, that's basically all they offered. And they let us run wild with this whole music thing.
That's some blessing, man.
Were and watching him do the music, he played piano, he played all these other different type of instruments, and I watched it. And that's how I learned a few other instruments just by watching him, never taking a lesson.
Wow.
So by the time that happened, he put me in a couple of dramas where professional lights was going on, and I was doing the acting thing as a kid, and I had all of these adults who were gifted at doing what, and I saw how they was running their departments, and I saw how dedicated they was. Like, they was coming. First of all, they was on time.
That's big, and a lot of people don't understand, man. All that CPT shit, man. Like, this is still an industry, man. But continue, man.
Yeah, man. So I mean, and you get it. So the thing is that timing shows your dedication.
Yeah.
Right. Those people, I noticed that those people was on point when it came to time. And if you was off on the timing, they wouldn't mess with you. So I watched all of that, and coming up, I was able to be creative. From there, I started playing piano. I started playing keyboards, just by watching. And so by the time I graduated from high school, there was people asking my moms, yo, put him in this, put him in that. Yo, I'm right. It was overwhelming,
Yeah.
for a single mother who didn't know anything about, music or what was going on in the outside world as far as music. There were people trying to even get me in Broadway at the time. And so, long story short, I graduated from this school, and that was around the time where Biggie Smalls was an artist. And I think it was a little after Biggie. And that's when I really, I said, yo, and I basically gravitated like everybody else gravitated. Like, I mean, I did my history like on the KRS Ones and the Fushnikins and all of these different artists. So, I would say to a lot of the young people out there, know your history, know where you come from, know about the artists that came before you, because it will teach you a lot, and it will be able to guide your direction in what you want to do in this business.
And you from the hub of hip hop, man.
Yeah, I'm from the hood. Like, at that time, the hood was going crazy. I mean, I had two older brothers who my family been through tragedy. We've been through the hood. We've been through drugs. We've been through police officers coming in and searching the crib and turning the crib upside down. Like, I was right there in the midst of that.
So before the launch of the A&R, what was a year prior to that? What was life like for you?
Well, what happened is I used to rap, and I was rapping around the time, for people in New York. You people are be familiar with this. I was rapping around the time of Fred the Godson, Joel Ortiz, when the Locks was really doing their thing, when it was fresh at the time. Not that it ain't fresh now, because it's popping now, but it's one of the best rapping groups in the game right now still. But yeah, so that was around that time. What was the question again? My bad.
No, I was asking what was life like for you like, prior to the launching the A&R?
So what happened was, is I was rapping, and there was some times where you make as especially when you rap, and at that time you had to be real about what you was doing. Like you can't, like, I was amongst artists who, when they see you walk in the room, you know, perhaps maybe your gangster might be tested. You know what I mean? Like, as an artist, it was tough around those times. Like, you had to really be who you said you was really being. And they would look at you, and either they would look at you or they would test you to find out if you was really who you said you was. And so around that time, I'm making so many moves, man. I'm experiencing, all sorts of dangerous activities, and you know what I'm saying? And to a degree, I look back at it and say I was blessed that I made it through it. At the same time, I was blessed to be able to have that viewpoint and, to have that experience. And so there was times where I never will forget, I got into a little jam, and I was from a family who, like I said, it wasn't just about drugs, but it was also about finances. And those finances, with those finances, it showed how you can fight and beat a case if you had the money. So as a family, we knew how to fight a case, and we had the money to be able to fight that case. And so I had got caught up in a jam, and I said to myself, you know what? What am I doing with this hip hop thing? Because it really drained my pockets at the time. And, when you have to pay lawyers, lawyer fees is real out here.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? And so when you have to, it makes you, I'm a conscious individual. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to go through something and not think about it. So I thought about the future and what I need to do and what I wanted to do in the business going forward. And it was around the time when I think it was Game, 50 Cent. I think it was around that time. By the way, you know what I'm saying? That was when I knew my family, another side of my family was in Jamaica, Queens heavy. So I was out there literally every day. So I really got a heart for Jamaica, Queens. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was old Jamaica, Queens for everybody out there. Y'all knew old Jamaica, Queens. It was going down.
Right.
Somebody had said, it was like, yo, take your music around the corner. Go see 50 Cent. He right there on the block. At the time, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, all right, whatever. Because there was a lot of talk out here. Like,
right.
A lot of niggas will come up to you and be like, they'll tell you anything out here. You know what I'm saying? You had fiends, you had all type of stuff. So, but anyway, long story short, I think it was the time when 50 and Game was doing their thing, and the G Unit was out, to wherein I said, yo, you know what? I was started thinking futuristically, and I was like, nah, what I'm doing right now, I got to do something more solid. You know what I'm saying? This is when dudes was paying for their own shows. Like, you had to have money. This is around the time where people actually, they saw you throw up some money type of thing. Like it wasn't no fake, oh, this is $30 and it's too expensive. You know what I'm saying? You had to have bread, bro. Yeah. Like, if you was really doing something, you had to put your money out there and put it on the table. Like, yo, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for dudes out there that knew about that, for artists that complain about, yo, this is too much money.
You got left by the wayside, man.
Ask Jigga how much money he was putting up back in the day.
Let alone artists that, if you're an artist and you have an artist under you or artists under you.
Yep.
Wow.
Ask them how much they was giving up. They was giving up way more money than these artists is giving up right now today. They had a hustle. They was pulling out their pockets. And so when you hear an individual like Jay-Z say he a hustler, that's what he mean. He mean that he hustled the game. He put his own money up. And that's what we all was doing at that time back then. We was putting up all our cash. You know what I'm saying?
So with that being said, I'm I'm big on mentorship. Like we stationed at the Running Rebels here. And we're big on people that mentors you, that have your back. How important is that to you? Like, and that's it's again another 2-part question. How big is that for you? And name a situation when someone didn't believe in you, and how did that make you feel?
Well, I'll put it to you like this. That's what the A&R is doing right now. Like, we are mentoring, even though like like that's why I encourage all artists to do their history on the business, because a lot of people, I'm gonna bring up one example, and I think it got something to do with Jim Jones Capo. Something that he said that was so real, because it is real. When a real motherfucker tells you, come with him, right? Or come with her, and they let you just come with them, that's some real ish. Now, it could be, that they want props and stuff like this, but it's something that I said a minute ago when I said observation. Observation can take you far. And when a real dude from the game tells you, hey, yo, just come with me, bro, he ain't gonna teach you the game, because nobody is taught the game.
Right.
You have to experience the game.
Right.
So when somebody say, yo, come with me, that's another form of teaching somebody the game.
Yeah, because you have to see that it's obtainable. You have to see like what's in front of you.
Yeah. And so a lot of dudes stopped telling artists, like Fat Joe, he had said recently that he will never bring an artist with him again. And he said, they asked him why you wouldn't bring an artist with you again. It's because sometimes when an individual tells you to rock with them or come out with them, come to my shows and this and that, and be a part of what they're doing, that individual sometimes think they've seen enough, and they get ready to cut that person's throat.
Why? Yeah.
Like they get ready to say, you know what?
I could be you.
I could be you, or I can, and then they cut that person's throat. And there's a lot of artists, mainstream artists, money-making artists right now that have experienced other people that they said to come with them, and they end up cutting their throat. And when they cut their throat, that artist that cuts their throat don't realize that you shouldn't be cutting their throat. Number one, you ain't seen everything that you thought you seen. And so it matters. And so a lot of times that artist, because they did what they did, they can't recover, and they end up losing and, go off in bitter land. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as the A&R, I feel like, experience is real. And I feel like, thank God, I pray to God, thank God that I have had that type of experience, and I put it under my belt, and I understand, I know what it is. And so now I feel like the A&R can mentor, not through the regular pipelines of mentoring, but through a experience and knowing what that artist or what those people need in order to grow. And at the same time, keep the integrity that's needed. You can do both. A lot of see, that's why it matters on who is sometimes when you sign to somebody, check their integrity. Make sure that their integrity is on point because it's going to come to that. It's going to matter.
Okay, so you kind of teeter-totter over unsigned artists, independent. What do you think is the number one lie that unsigned artists believe?
They unsigned artists believe in some kind of magic. Like they believe in like a financial magic, and they think that certain things don't apply to them. You know? And at the end of the day, they have to understand that they have to go back to the business corporation. Like, you know what it is? A lot of artists sometimes don't have jobs in corporate. So they don't understand the corporate activity that's around them. Some artists have that knowledge. It's a blessing that they have.
Yeah, they know the grind. They know the steps. They know the standard operational procedures of success, if you will.
And that's why they run past them. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't understand the corporate activity.
So let me ask you this: if you had to build an artist from scratch, what would be the first three things that you would make them do?
I would make them grind till they're exhausted, till they can't grind no more. Like I would take them through. You ever seen those Rocky movies back in the day?
You got them running up the stairs.
You know what I'm saying? See, all of those things.
Pause.
Yo, real talk, man.
Hey, relax,
like, yo, I'm saying all of these. What we got lessons out here. Like we are of the age that we understand. We watched TV. There are lessons that get us to the point where we need to go.
Yep.
And so, yeah, I would exhaust them because having your own business is a much bigger deal than clocking into a 9-to-5 every day. Because your own business, you have to be on call all day, 24/7. You might get a call at 2 a.m. You got to be on point. And you can't say, oh, because it was 2 a.m, I couldn't think of what. No, it's on you.
No, it's on you, man.
24/7 to be ready for whatever. So I would exhaust them and make sure that they understand that you cannot, being a business is not some kind of lily-gaggy thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a 24-hour business, and it takes more energy to have your own business than it does to clock into a 9-to-5 every day. That's what you going into. You know what I'm saying? And so with the mentorship, I'm going to say something different. And I think a lot of people may catch this. Everybody ain't Kaya Baby. Shout out to Kaya Baby. She got an album. You know what I'm saying? And she just recently put out an album called Everybody Can't Go. And, you know, the truth is everybody can't go. And as a experience...
Hold on. So before you get into that, you said you would make them grind till they're exhausted. That's one step. But I asked for 3 of them. What would be the next 2 things that you would make them do?
Yeah, so that's why I said that I would answer it a little bit different
Got you.
Only because I'm giving people what they need out here. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
Like,
Yeah,
like
yeah. See?
that's my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You one
you
of
know,
those one-stop shops too, huh, man?
yo, man, I
Hey.
always want to give knowledge. I always want to give understanding because I love the culture way more than I love anything. You know, I want to keep. I would love to see the culture make it 100 years better than what they did 50 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
So I'm gonna say something different, and I don't know if Kaya was thinking of this when she made the name of her album the way it was. Everybody can't go. And as a entrepreneur, as a guardian of hip hop, because some of us are, right? And that's a lot. To try to say that you are a guardian, that means you must love this shit.
You
You
got to
must
overload it.
love. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So everybody can't go. And you have to, as a person that has experience, that's why I say you want to get as much experience as you can with people, with the game, with everybody. And when you are experienced, that quote right there that everybody can't go, you're going to realize and you're going to sigh and you're going to be like,
Oh man, you speaking to the church right now, man. Listen, man.
everybody can't go. That's what you're going to be like.
And back in your mind, you know this, so that should definitely spark a grind unlike any other. Just knowing that, man, like and if you have that sense of uncertainty that you won't be the ones going, you gotta be one of those cats that's like, man, listen, it ain't finna be me that's not going. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about,
facts.
bro. Like
Yeah.
you got to demand within your spirit, within your soul. I ain't gonna be one of them.
I ain't gonna be one of those. So let me ask you this: what do you think is more important, talent, consistency, or marketing?
I'm gonna say, and there's a reason why I'm gonna say this. Consistency. And the reason why I'm gonna say that is not because of what other people may think. I think consistency is important. Because consistency will get you to the marketing. Consistency is a drive. It is something that, not only that, but consistency has to be studied. And the reason why consistency isn't as powerful in this business as it should be, because everybody says it, right? Yo, be consistent, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But sometimes that goes over people's head. But what it is consistency will get you eventually to where you need to go. It's the reason why you have a lot of untalented people still doing and in the game doing what they do. That's one of the fallbacks of talented, sober-minded, original individuals. See, a lot of original people, they have a thing in them. They have this thing that, yo, it's like they're in touch with their feelings so much. Because don't forget, people like the Fugees, people like Michael Jackson, they're one of a kind. They are one within themselves. And they have this they have this thing that's marketed. They have this talent that's marketed. And when they feel like that talent, when they feel like their talent is being used too much, what I said, When they feel like their talent is being used too much and they don't approve of it, what do those talented people usually do? Because they're so one of a kind. They check out. They check out because they don't like the way their talent is being marketed. They feel like it's true. Like they real. I'm not saying they fake.
Right.
I'm just saying that they so 100% on they ish.
Yeah.
They so it to wherein they say, "Sorry, I'm done."
Yep. I done gave you all I could possibly give you. You misusing my talent, man. Hey, y'all, man. So y'all, we kicking it with, man, the A&R owner, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Y'all.
Clutter piling up? Need a fresh start? And you want someone you can trust. Let the Queens of Clean take care of it all. Queens Organize Things, Inc. We don't just clean, we connect with our clients, tailoring every service to fit your unique needs. Basic cleaning services start at just $40 an hour. Need more? We do it all, from home, office, and commercial spaces to event cleanup and remodeling to create a beautiful space. Our organizing services start at $60 an hour. Call or email us today to book your appointment now. Queens Organize Things, where clean meets calm, turn your chaos into order, and giving you back.
Yo, thank y'all for still tapping in, man. In case y'all just now kicking it with us, man. Tell them who you is, man.
Hey, yo, what's up, man? This is the TheAandRBlake. I'm here with SirQuinton, the illest in the game. Y'all heard?
Listen, dog, man. You one of them too, man. Cut it out, man. But in case y'all just now kicking it with us, man, we talking about the A&R app, man. He lives in New York, right?
Yes.
He lives in New York. There's a lot of moving parts there, man. I see the stuff that y'all posting. I see those banners everywhere, man. So for those, we put this show together to bridge the gap, man. So we trying to get some of the cats from Milwaukee that's on the platform in tune with what's going on over there. You know what I'm saying? So tell them before we have our spin the wheel segment. So before we do this though, I want you to tell people like what it is that everything that you're doing on the A&R platform, man. Because I see the runways, I see the show, I see I'm still in your thunder, man. Answer the question.
Hey, yo, before I answer that real quick, I just want to just say I just made a statement. I just want to make sure that those people that are genuine, that have that thing for the game, just because somebody or a company or whatever is marketing you the way you don't want to be marketed, don't give up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Big on that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
just good thing, good shit clearing that up, man. Because you don't want to, make somebody feel like,
Yeah, man. Yo, it's real. It's real out here. You look, as a creative, you may not want to be marketed a certain way. However, don't give up, because you are, that you have to take it upon you. A lot of times you got to take it upon yourself to move the people who are marketing you to be able to do something different. And if they are creative, if they are responsive, if they are doing what they need to do, and if they have an ear for what you're trying to do, they're going to switch up and make it happen.
Yeah.
So what was you saying?
So tell them everything that you guys provide over there.
So basically, you know what I'm saying? The A&R has always been in the fashion. We've always been into, and let me say this. A lot of people think, oh, y'all in the fashion now. No, it's not that y'all in the fashion now. It's that it's a part of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't we want to show parts of hip hop?
Yeah.
Yo,
I ain't never seen no bummy famous artist, man. They put that shit on.
Word is bond. Like, yo, it's important. It's important to show all aspects of hip hop, and that's what the A&R is definitely gonna do.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So we offer a bunch of things. We offer all aspects of hip hop and the culture. You know what I'm saying? We are not gonna box ourselves in. We are not gonna not show certain portions of hip hop. We are gonna show it all because we understand that this hip hop thing, this culture thing, has been all over the world.
Right.
It's the
And
biggest movement.
take this time out too to shout out some of your team, man, because I see it's a lot of moving parts, man, a lot of them.
Shout out to a lot of my team who really don't mind not being seen.
Right.
Um, if you want to get down with a team, man, it's very important to understand that people that don't want to be seen or people that are opt out and be like, nah, we'll put you first. We'll put you first. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people that you want to be around. You know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of people in this business right now, like they are so affected by themselves. Like they are so affected by their own face. Like, you know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. But the preference is when you get ready to sign a contract, you want to make sure that the people that you sign the contract with are not trying to put themselves first before yourself.
Big.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's this is what the A&R, artist and repertoire. This has been a long standing word within the music industry.
Yep.
And a lot of those A&Rs that people you don't even hear about them. You ain't even listen. If we did you know what? Like if we went,
This is gonna be a whole nother show, man.
if we went back and really told about the names who were A&Rs back in the day that never got their shine,
Got their recognition, man. Oh my God, the list will be endless, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the word segment of the best of the best TV. The word segment is more personal, man. I know we talk a lot business. We go back and try to find out the origin story of a lot of people's organizations and business. But these words are personal. A lot of people don't realize a lot of this grind. If your mental health isn't there, then man, it could be it could end with writer's block. It could end with creator's block. A lot of those. So within the word segment, what we do is we spin the wheel 3 times. Every time the word lands on a word, you tell us what you think, what that word means to you. And with this being a remote interview, I'm going to spin it for you. All right?
Okay.
All right. Let's see what we got. Is that a blank spot? Yep, that's a blank spot. Now, the blank space is a word that means everything to you. It could be an affirmation. It could be anything. A word that you live and die by.
Love. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You listen, for the ladies out there, you always want to be loved. You know what I'm saying? If there's one thing that you want to be surrounded by, you know what I'm saying? You want to be surrounded by an individual that loves you. If an artist is out there and they want to be responsive, they want to be the first thing on their team, they got to have love on their team. If you ain't got people on your team that loves what you doing, you don't really need them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I mean, you got to have people that love what you doing. If you in a space where people don't love what you doing, you need to get out that space.
Yeah, pretty much. If you if that's the difference between a successful artist and a non-successful artist, man. You can't be liked. You got to be loved, man. All right. Let's get to that second spin. What we got? Relationships.
Relationships got to be tight. Like, at the end of the day, You know what I'm saying? Like you want to build relationships as an artist, as a person in business. I don't care if you sell cups. I don't care if you sell whatever you selling. You know what I'm saying? You have to build relationships.
Yes.
And it's that's what it's all about. It's not about just
What does building a relationship look like to you? Because like it just stuck out to me. You said build relationships. Like that's a word that people smooth over. Like what does that look like in your field, building those relationships?
it means that once you come in contact with somebody, you know, you want to build a rapport. You want to build a situation where what you would do, what you wouldn't do, what you about, what it's about setting those boundaries.
Yep.
And that's what building relationships is all about. So this way, when you tap into their inbox or you tap into their DM, they already know what you about.
Yep.
They already know what you gonna do, what you not gonna do, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's important.
Important. All right, let's get to that third spin. We got art.
Art is so important, man. Like, and let's be clear. Like I just said a while ago, I said everybody can't go. And like, yo, like we have to get to a space that social media followers is not necessarily what art is about. Art is about people that perhaps ain't never been found, that maybe got 2 followers. Maybe they so original. Maybe they so dedicated. Maybe they so man.
You don't find people like you, bro, man. Listen, man. These are you are A&R for real, man. Artist and repertoire for real, man. And that's a lost art right now, man. See what I did there? That's a lost art, is to having someone that believes in your talent, man. And all the famous people that we know, man, was not famous once upon a time, man.
Word, look at Sammy Davis Jr.
Sammy Davis Jr. is a perfect.
Look at all of them. If
Yep.
you go back and you study all of them, they wouldn't have been they wasn't famous. They wasn't on nobody's radar.
How is social media ruining that though? Like how is like, because everybody's famous. Everybody's, like, how is it ruining?
I think it's about recognition. I think it's about recognizing the fact that, that you are on social media. That social media, and I hate to say it, and I love social media, but I have to say it. A lot of times social media ain't real. And we have to understand that. We have to get that into our soul. We have to know that just because you have a lot of friends or followers don't mean, you know what I'm saying, that you should be invested in.
Yep.
Like a lot of these corporate guys, this is a whole thing about corporate people.
Yep.
Like, let's talk about the corporates.
Yep.
Like, yo, just because somebody has a lot of followers don't mean that they supposed to be invested in. Yo, you got people that got 3 million followers that can't sell 100 CDs. Or can't sell 100 streams. You know what I'm saying? That's the reality. That's reality.
Reality, man. So yeah, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the word segment with the A&R, man. So man, that was some powerful words, man, and some very powerful insight, man. We got another segment, and we calling it rapid fire. All right. So it was just short questions, and it's going to be your take on it. All right. Industry clout or real money?
I would take real money. But industry clout is gonna be something that most people rely upon. But remember, Real money is what you're trying to get to. Don't fuck with that industry.
Man. All right. Followers or fans?
Fans. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to really deal with a whole bunch of followers that don't necessarily follow you. You know what I'm saying? The way it's set up on the algorithm, they don't necessarily follow you. They just see you. You know what I'm saying? You want fans.
Fans. Okay. Talent or discipline?
I would rather go with discipline. You know what I'm saying? Talent is dope. You know what I'm saying? But discipline to get you further. You know what I'm saying? Like talent is like you can't front on talent. Nobody out here can front on talent. We just be like, wow.
Yeah.
But look how, if we go through history, how many talented people fell off and wasn't able to do nothing?
Facts. All right. Biggest flex you don't talk about?
The biggest flex, I go right back to what we just said. The biggest flex that people don't talk about is discipline. You know
No,
what I'm
one of
saying?
your biggest flexes you don't talk about.
Oh, I don't talk about discipline.
Right.
Like when I wake up in the morning, what's the first? All right, I put it to y'all like this, and I'll leave it at this. What's the first thing you think about when you wake up in the morning? It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Yes, yeah, at that part. All right. One thing you will never do for fame. That's a funny question.
Nah, it's real though. It's
Facts.
real. One thing I never do for fame is I never sell myself out.
That
You know
part.
what I'm saying? I never sell myself out for no fame, man.
Yeah.
Fame is artificial.
All right. Most overrated trend in music and content right now.
I don't know if this actually but I would say that lyricism, like there's too many people trying to be good at too many different things without being good at one.
You got to put that on the shirt, dog. All right. One person you collab with, dead or alive.
I'd probably collab with Tupac. Even though Tupac ain't my favorite artist. Biggie is my favorite artist. East Coast, New York, Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm about.
Facts.
But at the end of the day, like I would collab with Tupac because of his reach, number one. Because two, his I like his broadness of the game. Like when you break down Biggie and Tupac, Biggie was an East Coast nigga. He was a real East Coast nigga. Like he stayed with the New York shit, with the Brooklyn shit. You know, Tupac was in the movies.
He got around.
Yeah.
Literally like the song, nigga. He got around.
So I would probably, when it come to a collaboration, I would probably, cause Pop, you could pick out the type of lyrics he got.
Oh yeah, facts. So that's our rapid fire segment, y'all. All right, so let's get back on the A&R, and we're gonna come into the wits end of the interview. Tell them where do you see the A&R in the next 3 years? Where to find you at? How to get in contact with you? Like, and what does it entail to get on a platform such as this?
So yeah, it's the A&R on Roku. And we could be, you know, you could reach out to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, my personal platform is the A&R, TheAandRBlake. You can see that on IG. My business is the A&R on Roku, which is for you. It is not for just me. It is for you. It is not for whack individuals. It is not for people who are copying or for other people. It is for original people. Original people that have talent to spread to other people. And what was your other question? I'm sorry.
Well, you kind of answered it. What does it take to get on a platform like this? And where do you see the platform in 3 years?
Where I see the platform in 3 years is I feel like the platform will be mainstream. It'll be a platform, first of all, where not just anybody can just tag in on. I'm looking for real talent. I'm looking for a talent that sticks. I'm looking for a talent that understands not just what this game is about for the next 2 years, but what for the game is about for for the next 5 years. For the next 10 years.
Right.
You have to be futuristic, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just putting on anybody, you know what I mean? I'm putting on people who have a vision like yourself. I'm putting on people that know what they need to do, that know that have talent. You know what I'm saying? Like yourself.
Yep.
SirQuinton, you got talent, bro.
Man.
Like, I'm not looking for people to dilute that talent. I'm not looking to put on people who, okay, I got SirQuinton on one day and then I got some bullshit next.
Like, what's going on, man? SirQuinton, you referred this bullshit to me, though. And I tell a lot of people, man, like, and we got something in the works, man, and I tell them often, man, like, I'm gonna bring some people, but I gotta be a gatekeeper when it come to my boy, man. Like, and it's nothing personal, man, but you gotta have some real talent, man. Like, you'll call me real quick, like, man, like, who is dude? Who is your boy?
Yo, everybody has I'm not gonna do that to you, bro.
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna do that to people that got talent that all of a sudden I bring on some bullshit, and no, it's just not gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, man. We're kicking it with Black Caesar Inc. Thinking from the A&R, man. Make sure y'all go download that app, man. It's independent. It's from the ground roots, damn it. Like, and it's some real talent on there. He not playing, man. And hopefully we bridging this gap, man. If y'all seeing it on the East Coast, man, then, you know what I'm saying, holla at my boy, man. Tell him to you know what I'm saying, hit me up, man, because he gatekeeping over there too, man. And gatekeep, I don't want to use that. I don't want to use that in a bad light, though, man. But it needs to be a buffer, though. Like, you can't just go to like right to the horse's mouth, man, when I'm the one to introduce, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So, and on the flip side, man, if y'all want to get in touch with my boy, man, hit me up. We'll put you through a weeding process to find out if it's worthy, if it's possible to even make this collaboration happen, and then we'll just keep it moving, man. You feel what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all go download the app, man. Download this episode, man. I appreciate everybody for tapping in. I appreciate your busy ass for taking the time out, bro. You know what I'm saying? The phone ringing right now. Phone ringing right now. So yeah, I definitely appreciate you for taking out the time, man. And you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy SirQuinton from bestofthebesttv.com, and you already know what time it is. Shut up and hustle. We out.
I'm the best of the best right now. Shut up and hustle, you other rappers pipe down. I'm the best of the best right now. Shut up and hustle, you other rappers pipe down. You ain't check my resume? I'm the best thing poppin'. Put me on your podcast, I'ma be the main topic. Your whole city love you, your swag really rockin'. Gotta shut up and hustle. We ain't tryna hear no talking, nah. SirQuinton in the building, we doing this for the city. So if you need the latest new music, just get it with him. It's all love in the phone, and you know how this go. We the best of the best. We bout to bankroll. Get your cameras out and zoom in. You want the hottest in the city, tune in. So get your cameras out and zoom in. You want the hottest in the city, tune in. Got them angles for them haters, they watching already move. Got the Midwest legends, connections, and good food. Going viral on the gram, they tryna do what we do. We can only be one, we ain't never number two. They gon' pocket watch and copy.
Best of the Best Entertainment presents your feature presentation. What up, Milwaukee?